actually live? Did this actually work or not? Yes, it did. Cool. That was very loud. I'm sorry. But we are about as ready to go as I can be. So yeah. Hello everyone and welcome to the first game of the B Game League Silver Season. It's between the Buffalo Chicken Wraps and Desk Duty. It should be an exciting game. I think this is Tier 2 East. So that's should be cool. I've never actually watched any of the East games play, but I've heard that they're a little bit crazy. And I'm pretty excited to see it. I know that Desk Duty has been a team for several B Game leagues, actually. Um, Unfortunately, I don't know as much about the Buffalo Chicken Wraps, but I know that some of their members are also. I think that this is peaking too high. I think that some of their members are also, or I know that some of their members are also on the Honey Mustard Wings in the West Division, who we played against last year when I was playing on the Stingers, though now I'm retired and have moved into casting. How long this retirement will last, who knows, but it's pretty exciting. Yeah, it's very cool to see. I know that if the Buffalo Chicken Wraps or anything like the Honey and Mustard Wings, they'll have a lot of yeah, retirement very rarely lasts. That is true. If the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are anything like the Honey Mustard Wings, they'll have a lot of growth over the season. That was something that really stood out to me in the in the bronze season. The honey mustard wings improved so much between the very beginning and the end of the season. Sorry, my headphones were too quiet. And yeah, the games should be starting in about 8 minutes. And I'm really excited to see who will come out on top in this. I guess you could call it the inaugural game of the season. And my first cast. I'm also really excited to see how Desk Duty plays. I know that Eric, who is on Desk Duty, I believe, watched a lot of our content last season when the stingers were actually a thing. Unfortunately, this season the stingers had to take a brief break because some of our members are in school, some of them are busy with other things. And I personally wasn't sure that I would be able to make enough time to actually play in games, though it turned out that I have more time now than I did in the lead up, so I'll be casting games instead, which is much more exciting, to be honest. For me, at least. I really like casting things. It's fun. Sorry, I had to look at a message. But yeah, hopefully that's a good game. I'm excited to see how it plays out because I know that after last, this is still going too high. After last season, and some of the teams having, let's say, mismatched talents. I know we were on the opposite side of that quite a few times, but I know that the B Game League changed how they were seeding people and actually tried to put people into groups that more reflect maybe, let's say, skill level. And I'm interested to see how that pans out because I think it's a really cool concept, even if it can be hard to do it well. But I trust that they'll do it well. The B Game League is run really well from everything that I've seen. And I think that's a really positive change that they've done, so it should hopefully let newer teams and newer players adapt better into the game. I am just waiting for the spectate code. It should be coming somewhat soon. But yeah, this is also very exciting for me personally because I know a bunch of people on the different teams, or on each team this match, so not really rooting for either of them. But it'll be cool to watch them play. I know that like some of the players on the Buffalo Chicken Wraps, I don't know who's actually playing tonight, but I know that they list like Four Seasons LS, B-Rad, and Greg Wario on their team roster, and I know that those people are like newer to the game, Killer Queen Black, but are super invested in it. I know Greg Wario plays a ton. Like every single time that I have queued up for games in the past like little while, which unfortunately isn't a lot. I spend too much time playing other games. But he's always playing, and so it'll be really exciting to see how he's grown as a player from last season, and it'll be really cool to see how a team that's gone through so many different B Game Leagues, like Desk Duty, even though there have been changes in the players over the different seasons as people have moved on or gotten busy, it'll be really interesting to see how they are, like how their cohesion is, as it's something that they've built over a long time. thanks for the follow, Bees Knees. During the games, I will not be shouting out follows, but thanks for the follow, Turbo Jets, as well. But between the games, I'll try and shout out people if it's only a few. I'm a big time streamer now. I have 46 followers. I'm also excited. I don't know, is the new map enabled in this? Because it is. I'm actually really excited to see the new map played if that's part of the map rotation. Because I thought the new map was really cool when they released it. And while it's not as ambitious as my idea for a new map was, it's really like cool as a concept. And it should be interesting to see how that plays out in something more competitive like the B Game League. So I'm still just waiting for the spectate code. But I trust that it will be soon. Since there is only 1 minute till the match time. I was going to say something. I'm going to just try and see if Eric has the spectate code. And then we'll try and get into watching the game. Oh yeah, what I was going to say is this is the very first match of the season. There are, I think, 3 more matches shortly after this match at 7 p.m. PST. So if you're thirsty for a lot of B Game League content, tonight's a good night for you. And I'm sure there will be a lot of fireworks and excitement in all the games. Especially since, as I said, the skill differential should be a lot smaller this season than it has been, or like it was in the last season. So no team should be, well, it should be a lot harder to see a team get run over. Which I think is really good for the league. Because I think this game is like super cool, super fun to watch. And I think that if people see close matches, it might inspire them to actually hop in and play and join the community. And the community, of course, will make them stay. The community for the B Game League is great. Alright, we have the code. Alright. So this week, Desk Duty is the gold team. And the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are the blue team. It looks like Texas Archangel, Eric Herboso, DJ Chizad, and Catherine are playing for Desk Duty. I know Texas Archangel is their Soul Queen right now, I believe. Don't necessarily quote me on that, but that's what I read. I'm excited to see how he plays. He also was a big supporter of us when we were playing for the Stingers. And I've heard that he's quite skilled. So I'm really excited to watch that. So it looks like the players for the Buffalo Chicken Wings are starting to trickle in. We've got Lord Elf Chaos, Tim Cookies, looks like a name change has happened. So I guess Tim Cookies is playing Queen this for the Buffalo Chicken Wraps. Or perhaps not. Maybe he's just trying to confuse me. So Dan and Dan1 are also playing. I wonder who Dan1 is. Looks like we're almost ready to get into the game, just waiting for Texas Archangel to ready up. Alright, we're going into the game. The first part, or the first game in the first set of the first match of the silver season of the Big Game League is about to begin. So Dan1 doesn't have their own account. They only play with Dan on Switch. I'm gonna see if there's some. I messaged someone. Hey, Master Gamer. I won't be talking as much today, or right now, because I'm casting a game. All right. So the first match is the Split Juniper. This is pretty interesting. It should be telling of like where the team's mindsets are and how they want to play this out. If they want to like, oh wow, Texas Archangel with a quick kill. Very nice play. Looks like neither team is really focusing too heavily on the economy of the game. Oh, another kill for Dan1. So each team is on one queen life left, or well, two queen lives left. Texas Archangel with the nice kill on the enemy warrior. And another one. He's really doing a good job of freeing up his hive for his team. Unfortunately, he does die and ends up on his last life. But it doesn't matter, as Death Duty does a good job of getting their berries together and taking the economic victory on Split Juniper. Next is the pod. Yeah. They were doing a good job with their economy, so he was able to give that death. He's doing the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are doing a good job of keeping most of the gates closed, but Texas Archangel is doing a good job of keeping at least one open for his team at this time. Unfortunately, his team is not doing the best in this game of having a high uptime on military. Oh wow. Looks like Buffalo Chicken Wraps has really decided to index towards the military as they are full mill. And it's really paying off for them as Texas Archangel is now on his last life. Does a good job of picking up the kill there, but unfortunately, he does get stabbed in the back by Dan. So we are even going into the third game. It was a very nice kill. Cleanly to the back. Texas Archangel is doing a really good job of moving through the map right now, but it looks like Tim Cookies is also doing a very good job of closing off the gates. With no gates open, it's going to be really tough for Desk Duty to contest, but fortunately, Texas has done a good job of doing that. In the meantime, though, the Buffalo Chicken Wraps look like they have been trying to push the snail, though Catherine, who I have heard may be the all-time, or may have been the all-time leader, or may be still the all-time leader in terms of snail distance units, is hopping on the snail, trying to push her team to victory. Though the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are doing a good job of contesting. Both queens are also on their last lives. I did miss that. So it's going to be really tough to, or for the queens to actually interact near the snail right now, especially since it's in the area under the. Oh, nice kill by Texas Archangel. That was a really quick reaction. Very nice. So this is the new map. I'm really excited to see how this goes. I think this map is super cool, and visually is very cool too. So it looks like Tim Cookies decided to go right for the center gate, but Texas Archangel was able to follow through, and as always, the second queen to the gate is the one that will keep it open for their team. That is true. So each queen is on their second life. Geometry is important in this game. Texas Archangel is doing a good job of keeping the top gate open, but the rest of the gates are unfortunately closed. He does pick up the kill and really puts the pressure on the Buffalo Chicken Wraps to do something. The snail is also pushing really heavily. Nice kill by Catherine. I guess Tim just slightly misjudged the mace speed. That would be my guess. I know I do that a lot. You can take a look at the stats. Looks like both queens died about the same, but Texas Archangel was able to pick up 5 more kills, and I think that was really relevant to what was happening, as it seemed like there was often a lot more pressure on Tim Cookies and the Buffalo Chicken Wraps to defend themselves. Though they did a much better job of picking up kills as drones than Desk Duty did. Lord of Chaos had 8 kills. Dan also had 8 kills, and Dan 1 had 4. Whereas Eric Herboso had 6, Catherine had 3, and DJ Chizad had 5. Though in terms of pressuring other objectives, it was pretty much all Desk Duty in that first set. You can see like the berry numbers are much in their favor, and in terms of snail, Eric pushed 807 snail miles. Catherine had 437, whereas there were far less on the Buffalo Chicken Wraps, with Lord of Chaos having 415 and 225 from Dan. You can really like see in the breakdown that it was really Texas Archangel who was carrying the military victories for Death's Duty. He had 6 queen kills, the rest of his team had 2 total, whereas it was really an effort from the drones on the Buffalo Chicken Wrap in that regard. Yeah, it was a very good first game. Each team had winning chances in each game. There was a lot of pressure on both queens to perform. It was very cool to watch. It'll be interesting to see going forward if the Buffalo Chicken Wraps adjust to... Looks like Dan is going to play queen. It'll be interesting to see going into the next game if Buffalo Chicken Wraps adjust and try to play more for other objectives, because it seemed like they were really playing heavily military. And it wasn't quite working out for them. Texas Archangel was able to dodge a lot of the pressure. I guess Texas is not playing queen this next game, and it'll be Eric Herboso instead. I'm just going to say Eric, because Eric Herboso is way too long. I'm also going to start calling Texas Archangel Texas, so we just have all the terminology I'm going to use out there. And Lord of Chaos will be Lord. Tim Cookies will be Tim. So we're starting off on the throne room. And again, this is a newer map. It just came out like a week and a half ago. Or maybe I've lost a full week and it could be 2.5 weeks ago. But yeah, so Dan does a good job of closing the middle central gates, whereas Eric has done a good job of picking up the side ones. Unfortunately, Dan is able, or for Eric, Dan is able to pick up the kill there, and now all the gates are closed, though he does manage to get the middle one. Neither team is really pressuring berries, but the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are doing a good job of pressuring the snail. That's a nice shot from Lord of Chaos. The snail is getting very close to its destination, and there's a lot of pressure on Eric on his last life to somehow interact with that. Looks like Dan is actually almost going to pick it up. Dan gets a nice kill there. That was really instructive, I think, of like, oh yeah, sorry. That was really instructive of a good way to pressure the other team's queen. I have to fix the scoreboard in a second, but when they're on their last life, because the snail was in a good spot. In this game, it looks like, unfortunately, Eric has died early, which is not great for their chances usually, though they're doing a really good job of berries this round. They only have 3 left, I believe, whereas there are 6 left for the other team. Catherine has a really good juke there on Lord of Chaos. And unless... yeah, unfortunately there's no miracle coming from the Buffalo Chicken Wraps. And Desk Duty picks up the third game. Second game. Words are hard. So we're back to the nesting flat. This should be a fairly combative game. The last game on this map was a bit of a barn burner. Lots of kills flying around everywhere. It's nice from Dan picking up the close gate on the gold team's side. They've done a good job of keeping Death Duty off of military right now. Eric was in a bit of trouble there and does die. So he's got 2 life left though, so it's still okay. The snail though is pushing pretty heavily towards the buffalo chicken wrap. Eric's now on his last life, so he's going to really feel the pressure. Though his team is doing a pretty good job of berries, they only have 6 left. That was a nice little juke by Eric to dodge Dan's aggression. Unfortunately, he runs into Tim's sword at the top of the blue nest. It does seem like the buffalo chicken wraps. That was really nice by Dan to secure the gate and stop Death Duty from getting either a gun or a shield. Right now they are equal in lives, very similar in terms of military, and neither team is really pressuring berries, though the buffalo chicken wraps have been pushing the snail a little bit. That was a really nice shot by Dan 1 to take out Eric. He's on his last life. And unfortunately, once again, Dan finds Eric's back. Unfortunately for Eric and Death Duty. So it's 1-1 in terms of sets. Each team taking 1-3-1. You can really see how the queen change for the buffalo chicken wraps made a huge difference. Dan putting in a ton of work and very few deaths. They also shifted to a much more even approach and started pressuring other objectives. As you can see, like, they had a ton of snail miles. Not so much in terms of berries, but you can see how, like, their snail focused playstyle really, like, played well with Dan. Whereas this match, Death Duty had far less snail pushing time. And I think that really played into what happened in that set. You can see a very even distribution of queen kills on the buffalo chicken wraps, so everyone is, like, putting in a lot of work as military and trying to pressure Eric as the queen. And Dan did a great job of picking up kills on the drones before they could even really get going. And you can see how in some of the openings where Dan would, like, rush to a gate and completely block Death Duty from being able to pick up, like, a gun or a sword or something like that. And it really did a good job of allowing them to prevent Death Duty from really contesting the snail in those games. So it looks like Texas is going back to queen, which I think makes sense. It seemed like Death Duty as a team was playing better with Texas as the queen. looks like the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are going to stick with Dan as their queen, which also, it really seemed to change their play style having Dan as queen and Tim Cookies as a drone. I saw someone comment that there are a lot of Switch players on the team, and there are, and I think that's one of the best things about this game, just the cross playability. So we have the Spire as the first map of this set. Both teams are neck and neck and are looking to take a grip on this set or this series. Texas gets a quick kill on Dan and is doing a good job of gate management, though Lord of Chaos does a good job of picking up Texas by the top gates. Looks like there's a lot of military focus in right now. Catherine is doing a good job of picking up the snail, but Texas is able to pick up Dan's last life. We're back to the tally fields. It does seem that in this match, whoever is pushing the snail is doing a much better job of pressuring the other team. Oh, that was really cute by Texas. Unfortunately, it backfires, and Dan is able to pick up a nice kill through the gate. Though I appreciate the attempt at something that's a little bit cheesy. It looks like Texas is really being pressured here by the full military push of the Buffalo Chicken Wraps, and it's going to be really hard for them. Ooh, nice kill on Dan there, though. It's going to be really hard for Death Duty to properly pressure with their queen in such a fragile position, though he is doing a good job of picking up the gun there. And they are doing a good job with the snail. Eric is, unfortunately, Texas gets clipped by the mace from Tim. Onto the split Juniper. So again, it looks like Death Duty is a bit more practiced on this map with their berries. They're a little bit ahead. Though the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are doing a good job this time of defending it. Nice kill on Texas from Dan. Very smart to come through that gate like that. Though Texas does a good job of picking up the drone in the middle there with the shield. Texas is now on his last life, though there's a lot of pressure on Death Duty to actually catch him, as there's only one berry left for Death Duty to put in. So they're just overloading the enemy nest or hive. Can't quite make that juke work. Eric, though, is really on a mission. Oh, I missed that Dan had died so many times, I guess. Texas did a great job there of picking him up. It was a very nice kill. Unfortunately, he just misses out on getting Eric and preventing him from picking up the sword. And Eric is doing a good job of preventing the Buffalo Chicken Wraps from picking up more military, though unfortunately he does get clipped at the top there. Texas, though, in the meantime, is on his last life, and so he's going to have to play quite defensively. Especially given that there is a gun, a sword, and the enemy queen on 2 lives, hunting him down. 2 swords now. He's not in a great spot. Nice kill there, though, to escape. That was pretty clean. Again, Texas doing a great job of picking up the enemy drones, or enemy soldiers, warriors. Unfortunately, he does get clipped by Tim Cookies there. And we're going to Game 5. This is a really competitive match. And it's really nice to see the effort of the B Game League seeding paying off. That was a very near miss at the top gate by Dan. Good attempt. He's doing a really good job right now of keeping the gates closed. Texas does get picked up by Dan 1. And his team is going to have some trouble picking up military. He dies again to Tim Cookies. It's pretty early to be on his last life, and unfortunately with no gates he's going to have some trouble. Though he does manage to open up at least 1 gate. His team is doing a good job of picking up some of the enemy drones. Seems to be a little bit of berry gathering going on the side of the Buffalo Chicken Wraps, though neither team in this game is going for the snail. Seems to be a pretty military-heavy affair here. Both teams on 2 military. One of Death Duty's military gets picked up. 2 now, and it's all down to Texas. Though DJ, in the brief moment he had the opportunity, picks up a weapon. Though I didn't see who that is. Texas Archangel gets picked up, and the Buffalo Chicken Wraps take the lead. I need to do a better job of updating the scoreboard. So yeah, again, you can see how both queens this match were this set were much more evenly matched in terms of kills. Though Texas Archangel died 4 more times, and that was that seems to have made the difference. There's a lot more snail pushing going on from Death Duty, and the berries were similar in this match. But in terms of military from the rest of the team, they seemed to kind of be outmatched by the aggression of the Buffalo Chicken Wraps. I wonder if they named the team that just to have that specific pun. Okay, let's wrap it up. If so, I really appreciate it. Appreciate the hustle. Yeah, you can also see in terms of like uptime that the Buffalo Chicken Wraps were, as warriors, up a lot more than Desk Duty, and that really made a difference, I think, in this last set. It let the Buffalo Chicken Wraps really pressure Texas Archangel. Personally, I'm really rooting for a 5-set match here, just because I think I want more content. Like, who doesn't want to watch this? It's great. It's very exciting. Yeah, you can see how there were some like very early queen deaths in most of these games as well, and I think that really influenced it. Um, it really prevented desk duty a lot of the time, or whichever team had the early queen death from. It is best of 5, I believe. First 2, 3. Yeah, I think whichever team had the early queen death, it really like stifled their pressure in the early parts of the game, and really made it a lot easier for the other team to pressure other objectives and then pressure the queen. Yeah, these bees are much more like hornets. You are correct, bee radicals. A lot of fighting and hunting down the enemy queen, which is good. It's hype to see. All right, so we're going into set 4, the do or die set for desk duty. As they are currently down 2-1. So we'll see if they're able to force a game 5 or if the Buffalo Chicken Wraps can wrap it up in 4. So we're back to the tally fields. Both teams really contesting that central gate. I imagine they really appreciate how the gun is able to pressure the snail. That was really nice by Dan, picking up the kill on DJ between 2 maces. Nice kill from Texas there, though. And Eric is doing, or had been doing, a very good job of blocking the Buffalo Chicken Wraps from pressuring the snail. They are now on full military, and it does pay off as they pick up Texas once. Dan does get taken out, though, so they have the opportunity to potentially pressure the snail. Tim is doing a good job of holding that space, though DJ does a very nice kill with the descending mace. Same there, he picks up both Dan 1 and Tim. Dan is, though, on his last life. Texas has 1 left. And neither team is really pushing any other objectives. Though Tim goes to go pick up the snail. Nice by Dan there, not letting him being on 1 life prevent him from playing aggressive and picking up the kill. There, though Texas does get a very nice kill on Dan. And they take the first map. Now we move on to the pod. couple clashes here between the queens. Nothing comes of it though. Texas does a good job of picking up that gate there and picks up Dan as well in a very nice kill. He's really chasing here. Seems to be pretty interested in playing very aggressive. Though given the nice by Dan to pick up the kill there, punishing Texas for going for that gate. Oh, again, very nice. It's a lot of pressure now on Texas. It's full military from the Buffalo Chicken Wraps. Though he does have quite a bit of backup, and they do manage to fully wipe the Buffalo Chicken Wraps off of their military. Oh, and a nice kill there. So we're on last life for both queens, and the tables have completely turned. Desk duties on full military, though two of them do get taken out now. Very nice kill from Texas. Both teams are doing a very good job of contesting each other's movements in the game. And it's making it really exciting. Ooh, nice kill there. Was a good counter to the idea that Dan was going for. Though Tim is still able to get the gun, and most of the gates are closed for desk duty. A good counter kill by Dan there, again punishing as the gates are mostly closed. Eric is able to get the shield, but with none of the other gates open, it's going to be very hard for desk duty to contest the snail, the enemy queen, or pretty much anything. Finally, some gates are opening up, though again they're getting closed down just as fast. Dan is now on his last life. Texas is doing a good job of keeping himself safe. Does a good job of contesting Tim there and opening a gate for his team. Though with none of the gates open, it's really going to put a lot of pressure on Texas to do everything in regards to military. And since, again, neither team is really playing for any of the other objectives, it seems to be what the name of this game is. Tim does a good job there of picking up the enemy warrior. They're doing a very good job of keeping all the gates closed, and you can see it's really paying off with how they're able to pressure Texas, and Dan one there is able to take him out and put him on his last life as well. Oh, very nice kill from Dan. Very nice using the dive to reposition to get the dash right into the body of the enemy queen. The fourth game is the nesting flats, and the nesting flats has been in all of the previous appearances an absolute slobber knocker, with people just going nuts on military. Looks like Catherine is doing a really good job of getting an early snail push there. Very much uncontested. Nice kill by Texas Archangel. And yeah, they're doing a really good job of protecting and pressuring the snail. Though Dan does a good job of clearing them out. And gets a nice kill in a situation where it seemed like he was really lacking in options. Nice dodge by Texas Archangel there. Both teams are doing a really good job of contesting the other's movements. The Buffalo Chicken Wraps are doing a good job of trying to stop the snail, right now they're trying to push the snail back towards the middle. And they're doing a good job of it. Nice kill by Dan. Picks up Texas there. I think if they win this map, I think that the kill that he got when he was surrounded by Texas and Eric is like a huge part of that. Though Texas does a great job coming through the gate with a rising dash and just dropping right on Dan's back. So we're going to game 5. A lot of clean play. Both queens really like stepping it up in terms of kills, 28 and 33. And both teams' drones like really cracking down on their military gameplay with like a ton more kills between everyone in this match, and a lot more uptime, specifically from Desk Duty. Looks like they're doing a much better job of picking up the enemy drones. You can see the large drop in the uptime for Dan 1 and Lord of Chaos. It seemed like a big theme in this specific set was that neither team was really pressuring the objectives, and it was basically just a full-on like bar brawl. Everyone just trying to smack each other in the face with their swords. And this time, Desk Duty was able to come out on top and force a game 5, which is pretty hype. This is great first match of the B Game League. Lots of back and forth fights. Game 5, what more could you ask for? So it looks like both teams are ready. And heading into the match. Hopefully neither team succumbs to the game 5 pressure, or the set 5 pressure, and is able to keep the energy that they've had before, or in the previous sets, and give us a hype match, or hype ending to this hype match. And we start off again with the new map, the Throne Room. Looks like a bit of a early aggression from Texas Archangel, really putting himself right into the enemy team. Not able to pick any kills up, but he does a good job of closing the gates on their side. It looks like Tim is back on Queen. I totally missed that. I don't know how. It does seem, though, that the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are still, even though they changed their queens, doing a really good job of keeping the gates closed. Though Texas has managed to open the 2 side gates, the 2 central gates are closed. Now it just seems like they're trading gates more than anything. It's a nice wipe of the Buffalo Chicken Wraps there by Desk Duty, but they aren't really able to pressure anything while they're down. And Texas Archangel does get picked up by the snail. Though he does get a nice counter kill on Tim. Ooh, another nice kill in the center there. Maybe Dan was not in the best position there. Though he's doing a good job of killing the enemy military, which is giving Lord of Chaos a chance to push the snail. Both teams' queens are on their last life here, though. So it's going to be really tough for either team to commit their queen to finish the snail push. Though Death's Duty may not have much of a choice as they have to move the snail away from the enemy goal. Nice move there. Death's Duty is doing a good job though of slowly pushing the snail out. There they do get taken out, so Dan 1 has a chance to try and push, though quickly taken out. I like these cheeky little gunshots from Lord of Chaos from the other side. Dan now joining in. It was very close from Texas Archangel. Does a good job of picking up both guns from the enemy team. And it looks like they're out of danger on the snail, as the snail has now moved significantly further away from the enemy goal, which should give them a slight reprieve. Very nice kill there by Eric, picking up Tim on a dive. So we move on to the Helix Temple. And I know this map is often played for economy, but I'm curious if that's what's going to happen, or if we're going to see some crazy military action. Oh, nice kill there by Texas. Again, does a good job of punishing Tim for being in his team's space. Puts him on his last life. They are also doing a better job of pressuring berries, it looks like. Though Tim is now doing a good job of ledging to prevent that. Though they are now down to just 2. Eric puts one in, and there's just 1 left. Texas, in the meanwhile, gets taken out. Though he is not particularly pressured, as he still has 2 lives. The Buffalo Chicken Wraps, though, are doing a very good job of protecting the enemy's nest. Though those berries are getting awfully close to that hole. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on... Oh, that was very close. A lot of pressure on the Buffalo Chicken Wraps to stop the berries, and that is really preventing them from pressuring Death's Duty in any meaningful way here. Yeah, and then Texas Archangel does get a nice kill to put themselves on match point. So we'll have to see if the Buffalo Chicken Wraps can make the reverse sweep happen in this set. As anything else will give Death's Duty the win. Death's Duty again on this map is doing a good job of picking up the berries, though this time the Buffalo Chicken Wraps are doing a much better job themselves as well, and have put in 5. Though Texas Archangel is doing a pretty good job of blocking them on the bottom there, and has allowed Death's Duty to take the lead again, as they have completed their bottom and only have 4 left on the top. Catherine trying to get into their nest and is not able to, as Tim is doing a great job of blocking any attempts to actually score berries. Unfortunately, Unfortunately for the Buffalo Chicken Wraps, Texas is able to chase Tim out and allows 2 berries to be put in. meantime, the Buffalo Chicken Wraps have put in several berries of their own and only have 4 left. Dan is doing a great job of holding space there, preventing anyone from trying to put in berries, allowing Tim to go chase around the map to stop the drones from scoring. And they are both now on 2 berries left. Very good there by Texas, though, to clear out hidden nest, giving DJ a chance to score, and putting them on 1 left. 1 berry to decide the match. Can it score? It looks like it does. Desk Duty takes the set and the match 3-2. 3-0 in the set, but 3-2 in the match. Crazy play from the Queens in this final set. Texas Archangel putting on a crazy performance, 55-4, and Tim not far behind at 34-8. Absolutely great games, and a wonderful way to start the silver season of the B Game League. Looking at the stats again, just a lot of snail pushing from the Buffalo Chicken Wraps that really was well defended, especially in the very first map by Desk Duty. And like the pivotal moment in that was when they were able to push the snail off the ledge and basically guarantee that the snail was no longer a threat. It was a very exciting match. Lots of kills, lots of military action, and just like absolutely crazy play in this last set by Texas Archangel, doing an amazing job of picking up not only the enemy drones but the enemy warriors to really guarantee that his team was able to pull through. And you can really see it in the uptime changes as the sets went on. In the earlier sets, where the Buffalo Chicken Wraps were picking up the wins, they had more like a 50% uptime as warriors, sometimes as high as like 58. Whereas in this final set, it was closer to 30%, which is a huge change. Both teams were much more even as the series went on in terms of snails and berries. Yeah, very evenly matched teams, very exciting games. And you can really see that the new seeding system from the B Game League is paying off, putting people into a much closer skill level than the last time, where you had teams like the Stingers just getting absolutely blasted every week pretty much. And I'm really excited going forward into the season as teams continue to develop chemistry, to see how these teams end up playing, especially since they are able to play so many more, or seems like they might be able to play so many more matches against people of a similar skill level and really grow off of that. But yeah, all around crazy stuff, super hype. I believe the next games are at 7. I'm going to find where they are. I doubt anyone is live just yet. Alright. So at 7 p.m. there are 4 games. Or 3 games. And at 8 p.m. there is a 4th game. So at 7 p.m. there is East Tier 1 circuit, Berry Meat versus the Deep Blue Sea, and that will be on T-Moz's Twitch. So the QP Mini Boss's Twitch account, and T-Moz will be casting. There's also West Tier 3 circuit, Bees Nuts versus I was told Jerry Seinfeld would be here. and that will be on Sopranists. I'm going to share these links so people can go find them, because they are not live for me to raid. And I'm going to end stream shortly. As I have to go feed my cats. And then the other 7 o'clock game is West Tier 2 Circuit, Casey and the Sunshine Bees versus Miracle Alien Beans. And that will be casted by Buffalo Boy on the Boo Rider Twitch account, which is right here. And then finally at 8 p.m. there's the Hive Fives versus Slugs, and that will be casted by Farnsworth. And again, no one is live. None of those people are live to raid. So there we go. Make sure to watch those games. I'm sure they'll be hype. Yeah. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed the cast. Quickly, I will shut up. Thanks Polar Poetry and Eric Herboso for following. I had a great time casting. I hope you enjoyed my casting. I will be posting this on YouTube. I guess on my YouTube account. So if you guys want to, for whatever reason, go watch that again, my YouTube account is linked on my page. But yeah, otherwise, I hope everyone has a great night. Thanks for all the follows tonight. If anyone else wants to follow, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, great games, great night, and everyone have a good one. Bye.